This tutorial we're gonna create a simple application to copy files using two methodologies. One is using the file provider, the second one is using the SAF, that is a storage access framework, right? We will see the difference between using the file provider and SAF in this application. What you have to do first is add the necessary dependencies. Check out if you have these dependencies added in your build.gradle file. Then the second thing is you need to create your file that you want to copy. Okay, this is my file to copy. Okay, you can add any text in your file. Okay, so I've just added this for the demo purpose. And the next thing that you have to do is you need to okay, be careful that you have to create this file in your assets folder. Okay, obviously to you operate with your assets, you need to use your assets file manager, this class, which is like a wrapper of your asset manager. Okay, and obviously you can see here it's helping us to open the our file, passing the file name, right? And then next thing is like we need to work with our file providers. With our file provider, first thing we need to do is provide our in your XML file, you need to provide the paths, right? Your paths starts with the name docs, and then after that you need to add your provider to your manifest file, right? So with the necessary just be careful with your authorities. It's like your package name and dot files, right? And also the name of your file provider, export it to false, grant your promises to true, and like metadata, passing your file provider paths. Okay, so after doing this setup, what we have to do is now we have to create our file provider manager. So this file provider manager does two functions. One is like write stream for our file provider when you click our file provider. Then the next one is write stream from URI, which is from the SAF, for the SAF, because the SAF is gonna return you the URI, right? And we're gonna use open the output stream using the content resolver to copy the file. Okay, so after doing also creating the file provider manager, what we have to do now is we have to go to also file to okay, be careful, like okay, your file provider manager also needs a file to URI mapper, right? So file to URI mapper is pretty much has this method called get URI for file method, which is part of a file provider class, and its role is to convert the path of a file into a URI. So it converts the path of a file into a URI that can be used by the content provider and content resolvers to access the data. Okay, so this is the concept. Okay, so finally now let's go to our activity class. So in our activity we have this two buttons. Obviously we have to instantiate the asset file manager and provider file manager. Okay, passing the necessary attributes here, like okay, and then your executor is a new single thread executor. So that means you are executing in the different threads, right? Whenever you are doing file provider or whenever clicking each button, you are executing the new thread, right? So okay, so you have, when you click your file provider manager, you are gonna call this method called write stream, passing the file name and the asset file manager. Whereas for your SAF, you are gonna get the first register for activity result, get the URI. Okay, create a document, meme type of, okay, you get the URI, and then with the URI you just write the stream from the URI to your file name, right? So and copy it, right? So this is how it is gonna work. And yeah, okay, so let's go and click it, file provider manager. When you click it, okay, so now the file is being copied. So we can just check it if our file is being copied from our device file explorer. Just go to your section called storage. Okay, in your first emulated section, that is your in your Android section, you have inside your data, you just have a file section. As I told you, your package name and the folders files which created a subfolder called docs, and there you have a copied the txt. So this is our copied .txt. But I would like to just do one thing. Okay, just I'm recreating it, because actually this is my copied.txt, but my txt is file to copy, it's different, right? So let me go to my storage, emulated the first one, Android data. This is my subfolder package docs copied. Okay, so this is my files getting copied. But guys, okay, so let me go and just check it out again. Okay, file has been copied. Okay, so let me reinstall it again. Okay, because sometimes, like, if you have, like, the cache, then it seems like you have got the cache getting remained. Okay, so you see now this is the same as the my file app has the same file than the copied file, right? So this is it's working now. Okay, so now we can use the SAF options to copy the file. So whenever you click the SAF, you will get a possibility to select or choose your destination, and this is completely different from the file provider, right? And then you can pretty much select your destination. Okay, and if you can also actually bit one text save, so it's gonna save to that new text file. So let me just also reload it. Storage emulated 0, Android data. So inside your files docs, we have our copied file. Okay, let me do it again. Okay, okay, so let me just go to my storage emulated. Okay, yeah, we have always the same copied file, because obviously by the code we have our file that we will be copying will be from this new file name, that is copied.txt. What if I want another file name like copy2.txt? Okay, so I will relaunch the application. So I use the SAF now. So you see that you have a copied2, and actually it's stored in the files in download. You see copied2, copied1, and like you have the copied2 and save it, and you are pretty much saving it to that destination. So okay guys, so that's it guys, and thank you for watching, and catch you up in the next lecture.